Greetings, loved ones. Today we're going to talk about the right and the wrong thing to say when your friend tells you that she is being abused. Help us get these messages out. Please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss a single message. And please share these messages with others because you never know, you could save a life. Someone in your life has just entrusted you with a serious confession. She is being abused by her partner. She didn't know who else to turn to. At this pivotal moment, you want to say the exact right thing, but all you really want to do is to tell them in no uncertain terms, get out. Janice Miller, Director of Client Services at House of Ruth, which is an intimate partner violence center in Maryland, explains why this isn't exactly what the survivor needs to hear right now. The goal in this conversation is not to get her to leave. The goal is to make sure she feels heard and validated. The most important response a friend or family can give is, "I'm so sorry this is happening to you." Acknowledge that this is a terrible thing that they're expressing. Then you can share your concerns by saying something like, "I really want you to be in a safe relationship." Keep the focus on her, not on her decision to stay in the relationship. The problem with putting out a definitive statement like, "you should leave" or "he's no good," is that relationships are complicated. And if there are good things about the relationship, it's going to be difficult for that victim to walk away, says Miller. If the survivor decides to stay in the relationship, she will likely not go confide in that same friend in the future who told her initially to leave. Most people feel paralyzed when someone brings up intimate partner violence, so they don't act. This can leave a victim feeling like there's no one to turn to. Remember that you don't need to necessarily fix the situation. All you need to do is listen. The survivor is looking for someone to acknowledge that their situation is not okay. It sets up a counterpoint of view to the abusive partner who's trying to put them down and isolate them. The victim can then start to compare who really has their best interest at heart. After listening, your next goal is to guide her to services that can help her. Legal intervention, counseling, or a shelter are good places to start. So here's a list of 25 ways to help those who are experiencing abuse. And I suggest that after listening to this, you go get pen and paper and you rewind the video and you write these down so that you'll know how to do this. The first thing you can do to help someone is you can ask them what you can do to help. The second thing you can do is you continue to support after the victim leaves. The other thing you can do, you can arrange or provide transportation. Maybe she doesn't have the ability to move around to go to counseling or even just to get out. Help her create a safety bag of essentials that would be ready if she needs to leave. Hire an attorney or a legal assistance. Help her create a safety plan, and this you would want to do with a domestic violence advocate. Open your home or another location for her as a safe haven. Let her know that there's a place that she can go. And please, let the victim make their own decisions. Number 9, you need to take abuse seriously. And you need to believe the victim. A lot of people say, "Oh, I can't believe he would do that." That immediately is a statement that says to the victim that she's lying. And so you need to take her abuse seriously. Whatever she says, you need to believe her. You can offer counseling or expert guidance. You can also help her get a job or provide a job opportunity for her. The other thing you can do is, if she's still with her partner, you can set up a code word to signal an emergency. Like if you get a message that says giraffe or elephant, you know that you need to call the police and get her help. The other thing you can do is you can help her rebuild her self-esteem and her confidence. And it's really important that you listen unconditionally and non-judgmentally. Offer her plans and options in case of an emergency. Help her to recognize the abuse. You can share these videos that we've been doing with her so that she can realize that's the purpose of these videos. So those who are being abused can realize that they're in an abusive situation, that they can realize that there is a way out and it's not their fault. And it's also for people who are not suffering abuse to recognize the abuse and, as we're teaching now, how you can help someone who is suffering. You can also serve as a witness. You can care for pets or children when she's in transition. You can provide assurance, say, you didn't deserve this. This isn't your fault. And tell her, I believe you. Number 20 is you can assist in obtaining a protection order. And 21, you can ask questions that allow the victim to consider and anticipate the future. You can recommend reading materials and resources like these videos. You can accompany her to court proceedings. You can also provide financial support. Maybe she needs some money for gas, or maybe she needs some food. These are things that you can help her with. And you can help her find or call an advocate or shelter. There's a lot that you can do to help your friend who is in trouble. And with 1 in 3 women experiencing domestic violence worldwide, the question is not if you will encounter a victim of violence. The question before God is, what will you do when you do encounter them? You could actually save the life of your friend or family member. You are called. We are all called to be champions for justice. And those who suffer violence, they need to know that those who love them and those who don't even know them will step out and reach out to them to give them the help and the courage they need to leave before it's too late. So help us get these messages out. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hit the like button, notification bell, and share these messages with others. If you're a victim of violence, you have been listening to lies for way too long. I want you to know this. So listen to me. The truth is that you are valued, you are loved, you are intelligent, you are beautiful, and God does not want you to suffer violence. He wants you to live free from violence in peace and tranquility. There is a way out. It's not your fault, and abuse is not love. If you're a victim of violence, please reach out to somebody now. If you find yourself in a dangerous situation, call 911 for help. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about whether or not you should stage an intervention when someone you know is suffering domestic abuse. So until then, God bless you.